come back to the place. That's all fine.
Editing's magic.
Yeah, it will. We can travel in space and time with editing.
I still haven't seen Back to the Future.
Haven't you? How many Back to the Futures are there? There's 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah.
I'd have to Google it to find out how many.
Yes. We shall. All right. Well, a question I am rather interested in is, what are your tips for investing?
My tips for investing, for who?
Let's go with someone who's my age. Let's go someone who's out of school, like young 20s kind of age.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your tips for getting into it? I guess.
Tips for investing. You know my answer to this because I've kind of set it up. but tips for investing for a young person are going to be: invest in your network, invest in the people around you. You'll be the average of the people around you. Invest in your knowledge. So what you learn at uni isn't going to be enough, sadly. So that means you're going to have to read more widely than that. You're going to have to listen to podcasts and just talk to people continually. Things change continually, and it'll be good practice to learn how to synthesise ideas from what they tell you. I've got kids in high school, and I'll be talking to other parents. And I was standing on the edge of the soccer field on Saturday, and one of the parents said to me, these guys are going to have 4 or 5 careers. And that's probably a fair comment. And because I think it's true to say that the career I started with isn't the same as it is now. And I'm okay with that. I'm excited by that. But I think for young people, it reminds me, I was talking to someone.
One tangent to the next.
One tangent to the next. One tangent. Stay with tangents. I don't know, young people these days. I love that comment because, it's usually people with grey hair that say stuff like young people these days. Well, who's been guiding the young people these days?
That's a fair comment.
I think it's important to guide young people these days and give young people these days the skills they need. Anyway, getting back to the side of the soccer field and the idea that people are going to have multiple careers. The question is, well, what do you study now? If you're going to have multiple careers, what are you going to study now? The skill that you're going to need is the skill of adaptation, adaptability, and I think that comes with continual learning and reading widely and building a network of good people around you.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I think that's where it starts.
And in terms of more specific tips then, in terms of, okay, well, I have a bit of savings, what's the best way to
that kind of investment.
Yes, as well.
There's
2 sides to investment.
that kind of investment. Isn't that a hot topic? We've seen royal commissions into investment stories gone wrong. We've seen a few of those over the last few years. That comes back to, I guess, choosing the right advice. I think it's important to have a dialogue with someone you trust as an investment advisor, and that's probably a financial planner. But be informed. Choose your financial planner wisely. Talk to others. Have your financial planner talk to other people in your network. I strongly believe there should be a dialogue. it's usually between 3 professionals. Sometimes it's more, but
in different areas, in different fields?
In different fields. So let's say you're choosing a financial planner. I think there should be an active dialogue between your financial planner, your lawyer and your accountant. I wonder, some of the sad stories we've seen with the Royal Commission, I just wonder how much of that might have been avoided if there'd been other professionals in the mix, because sometimes you just need the viewpoint of the other professional or the instincts of the other professional to say, hang on, I'm not sure, but can we think about this?
Yeah, definitely.
Can we sleep on this one? Can we approach it a different way? Whereas I think, if the poor client or the poor investor has only one stream of advice coming at them, it's hard for them to decode and to know, is this right? There's all sorts of pressure on it, and sometimes they just, the client needs a bit of time to think something through rather than being pressured into saying yes. And maybe they can say to the other advisor, what do you think?
The multiple opinions and perspectives as well.
Exactly, because people have different communication styles, don't they?
Yeah.
And different things have different meanings depending on who expresses it.